Everyone, welcome to Easylectures. Today my video is about the product in software engineering and project management. What do you mean by a product? A software project manager always faces a dilemma at the very beginning of a software project. Quantitative estimate and an organized plan are required but solid information is unavailable. A detailed analysis of software requirements would provide information necessary for estimates. What are the problems? Analysis often takes weeks or even months to complete. Requirements may be fluid. It may be changing regularly as the project proceeds. Two main activities of project management is establish scope, establish product objectives. What do you mean by software scope? Scope is defined by answering the following questions. One is context. What is context? What is the business context? What constraints are imposed as a result of the context? Then it includes, software scope includes information objectives. What data objects are produced as output from the software? The next is what data objects are required for input. The next is function and performance. What function does the software perform to transform the input data into output? Are any special performance characteristics to be addressed? Features of scope. Scope must be unambiguous and understandable at the management and technical levels. A statement of software scope must be bounded. Quantitative data are stated explicitly. Constraints or limitations are noted. Mitigating factors are described. These are the features of scope. Problem decomposition, also called partitioning or problem elaboration. During the scoping activity, no attempt is made to fully decompose the problem. Decomposition is applied in two major areas, the functionality and the information that must be delivered, and the process that will be used to deliver it. Complex problem is partitioned into small problems. Software functions described in the statement of scope are evaluated and refined. This provides more detail prior to the beginning of estimation. Major content of data objects are decomposed into their constituent parts. This provides a reasonable understanding of the information to be produced. Next is process. Selection of an appropriate process model is very important. Process model selection must be based on customers who have requested the project environment, characteristics of the product. Team then defines a preliminary project plan based on the set of process framework activities. Once the preliminary plan is established, process decomposition begins. Modeling the product and process. Project planning begins with the melding of the product and the process. Each function to be done by the team must pass through the set of framework activities. Example, consider the following framework activities: communication, planning, modeling, construction, deployment. The team members who work on a product function will apply each of the framework activities to it. A metric is created. Left side, functions of word processing software. Framework activities are listed in top. Job of the project manager is to estimate resource requirements for each matrix. Start and end dates task associated with each cell. Work products to be produced as a consequence of each task. This is the chart is preparing. Here, which are the software engineering tasks? Which is the product? Which are the functions that we divided it into small components? That is given in the left column. You see that software engineering task, product functions, test input, editing, automatic copy for editing up to document production we can see. Then common process framework activities are given at the top, that is communication, planning, modeling, construction, deployment. Such a chart is given, and for each product task how much time it will take to complete is given in this chart. This is process decomposition. Once the process model has been chosen, the process framework is adapted to it. Process decomposition commences when the project manager asks following question: how do we accomplish this framework activity? The activity is done using a series of work tasks. Example, communication activity. It is series of work tasks are review of the customer's request, plan and schedule a formal meeting, conduct research, prepare a working document. These are the activities. For example, for communication activities, these are the activities taking place. Then conduct the meeting. We are jointly develop mini specifications that reflect data function, behavioral features of the software. Then review each mini specification for correctness, consistency and lack of ambiguity. Assemble the mini space into a scoping document. Review the document and modify the scoping document. So this is my video. I will come with the next video. Till then, bye.